that most people or most young people want to get married and have children. However, financial challenges are making those goals harder to achieve. Now, I'll read the full gist. Now, the survey of more than 108,000 adults across 73 countries found that unstable jobs, financial insecurity, and the high cost of housing are the biggest barriers to marriage and starting a family. The United Nations agency says reducing these economic pressures would help young people build the futures they desire. Now, I'll take some comments. This is a comment from Mayo. And Mayo is saying, I know fit, enter, bike, go antenatal. I want to be able to give my kids a good life, with or without a man, period. I want to put my 10 fingers for work, and I do not want to bring anybody into a life they didn't ask for and still cannot give them the best of life. Now, I'll read this last comment from Chidera. And she's saying, money aside, emotional trauma contributes to, also domestic abuse contributes to. So, in summary, you are basically saying that young people don't want to marry you. Because a lot of people are saying, these young people say, why are you not getting married? What do you mean you're in your 30s, you're not married? What do you mean that you're pushing 40, you're not married? And they're saying, it's not as if these people don't want to marry you. Now, the economic realities of things where they happen, that is why literally they cannot get married. And I'll say, yes, it's true. Look at to rent house now. Gone are the days when you wanted to rent house. I remember my father telling me when he wanted to rent his first, house where he stayed. It was a 3-bedroom flat and a duplex kind of situation. And it was, as at then, it was like 75,000 naira per year. That was him as a man in his late 20s and whatnot. But these days, even when people are done with school and they want to rent an apartment, just for self-con, you can't even dream of a 2-bedroom flat. Self-con, not even 1 bedroom.
Millions.
Just self-con that is just room and parlor. You're now budgeting.
No, not self-con room and parlor. Self-con is single room.
You are now budgeting 1.5 million naira. I'm like, have we all lost our minds, right? So it's a thing of, you cannot even rent a place that can take you and your partner and children. So of course people are going to relax and say, I have to hustle to make maybe 5 million naira that'll be able to rent me a 3-bedroom flat, because if I want to have like 3 children, people have to plan. Yes, the older generation, they might have married and say, oh, God will provide and whatnot. Yes, so God is still providing, but if you marry now without a plan, I just pity you, because you will starve, the child will starve, everybody will just be starving. And we see how inflation is so high. Even housing is one thing. What of the furnishing of the house, then the feeding that goes into that, then maybe if you have a car, to buy the petrol that will fuel your car. So there are a lot of factors that exactly, there are a lot of factors that are making people not to marry. And I feel like the economy has to get better, or else people are going to be marrying in their 40s. Now, let's not even leave the economy. And I think another reason why people are not getting married is because people's priorities have changed. Right before, as a young girl, it's a thing of, oh yeah, I'll finish school. After I have done NYC, oh yeah, so a suitor is coming. After a suitor comes, you marry. The next thing, in 9 months' time, will come visiting. But these days, girls are already being smart and saying, come on, there's more to me, or there's more to life than marriage. There's more to me than just being a career wife or just being a mother. And there's nothing wrong with you being a career wife or being a wife. Or a mother, rather, a stay-at-home mom, yeah, or a wife, right? But it's a thing of, you can do so much more. You have so much potential. We've seen how our mothers have had to live their dreams. They had to give up, on their potential. They've had to shrink themselves so that their marriage would work, so that they would be the caretakers at home. They will cook, clean, do whatever for this man, while the man progresses in his career. And women are saying, this man don't get too head now. Means if I want to be able to drive the nicest cars, I don't want to have to depend on a man to be able to do basic things for myself. So people are saying, please let marriage go first, because we know that when somebody marries, you have to make some sacrifices. There are some things that you now start to limit yourself to, because you know that I have to make my marriage work, I have to make my household work, I have to be there for my children. So I think that is another reason why people are delaying to get married. What do you guys think about this story?
Okay, so reading the report you actually read, so I saw that further this report has also reignited debate about modern relationship expectations. So some people are arguing that social media has inflated wedding standards and lifestyle expectations.
Exactly.
So it's making marriage appear more expensive than it needs to be. And but some people are insisting, even me generally, I'm insisting that it's still the stagnant wages that is the culprit, because I don't think, looking at the minimum wage in Nigeria now, we have 77,000 naira or 70,000, I don't know, that is the minimum wage. And as a young adult, like a recent graduate, let's say a new graduate, you want to rent a new space, you are earning, let's say, at most 200,000-300,000 naira from your place of work, but you want to rent an apartment, and you are hearing that a self-con is going for 1.5 million naira. Let's say you want to, couple up money with your friends. You are hearing that for you guys to be able to rent a 3-bedroom, you need like 5, 6, 7 million naira. And these thieves, hypocrites of landlords, they write there boldly that they want a working class. Right, I know that there are some working class that can afford it, but how many? Is that job that much in circulation? Is it everybody that have access to those kind of jobs that can afford you millions of naira on rent? So people are basically working just to pay rent. So it means to them that when I can't even give myself a certain standard of life, when I can't even eat what I want at any time without me feeling like it's a financial mistake, you understand, then I would now want to go ahead to get married and bring a child into the equation. I mean, nobody wants to suffer anybody. 100%. Gone are those days when people will believe that, okay, when you have children, your village and your society and God will provide whatever the child will eat. These days, if you go ahead and do that, you will cry more than that child. So many people don't even want to risk anything. It is 100%. Better to just be on your own than to bringing children into the equation and making them suffer for nothing.
100%.
Wow, the crazy cycle of life in Nigeria has turned into madness, because even when Eniola said that you have to work so hard to pay your landlord, guy, how many people's salary has been increased in recent times?
Exactly.
And we live in a terrible economy. Let's bring it down to home, because this is UN statistics. And
it's a global.
And the funny thing is, I have a very big question for our economic advisor for the president, Dr. Tokbe Fasao. Ever since I saw the fact that he said the poorest of Nigerians are doing okay, I could not fathom it. I've not been able to fathom it. I've not been able to logically process it. That this man said that you and I were feeling okay as Nigerians. The heat, they touch everybody. Yet this man will come out to say that Nigerians are fine. Meanwhile, Dele Momodu has come out to say that Nigeria is not okay. That in his 66 years of existence, this is the worst Nigeria has ever gotten to when it comes to economic hardship. Yet the special advisor for economic dealings come out to say that Nigeria is fine. Nigerians are doing okay. Traders are fine. Landlords are okay. Even the landlords that are extorting people, they are not okay, because that money is not enough in their pocket. They will send their children to school. They'll have to pay the same transports. They'll have to still deal with begging Nigerians within their own cycle. Can you see that it is endless? It is madness. We're living in economic madness. Period. That's all I have to say.
Honestly, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like greed has a lot to play in this thing, because generally I don't even think it makes sense for you to be a full-time landlord. Like, you don't have any other means of income, all you depend on is your property, because that's the reason you want to put as much money, like you want to rake up the amount you want people to pay, because you don't have any other source of income. This is the only place you are getting money. But when you know that your house is not even worth that much, a lot of these people will inflate the house rent. It's not like you did any recent renovation or anything. The house is not generally worth more than it used to be worth, but because you feel like you need to channel all your frustration into your tenants rather, or you want them out of the house so you can bring another person and collect another agreement and commission and all that. It is just the greed, and because there is no regulation for rent in Nigeria.
So is it a tenant now that is so unhappy that will now think of getting married?
Exactly.
Anyways, we have to go on a quick break. I'll be right back. This is No Wahala by Wonder Button featuring Tiwa Savage. Oh my God, make you dance like no Wahala, because Wahala too much.
Problem in all the finish, we can try to enjoy. Wahala in all the finish, we can try to enjoy. Se kata kata uru no the finish, we can try to enjoy. Problem in all the finish, so we can try to enjoy. We could dance like Luala, yeah, Luala. 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 Why do you love me?
person. That person keep person. But all I see finish. I question that person. Problem, you know they last forever. Make you try to enjoy. I walk up from Belemuja to Apollo Meta just to find a mentor. Now who talk, yeah, what? Now who watch the fear God?
For fun, say my person, don't give a person, belle uncle. How will they consign me? How will they consign me? I don't know. Problem in on the finish, you. It's your girl, my life. Savannah, you be the best friend, you. Say you don't know.
Problem in on the finish. We can try to enjoy. While I know the finish, we can try to enjoy. Sekata kata uru no the finish, we can try to enjoy. Problem in the finish, so we can try to enjoy. Make we dance like Luala, Luala. 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 Problem in the finish, problem, wahala, in the finish, dance like Luala, dance like Luala.
Welcome back. This is the Radio 93.7 FM. And yes, problem no they finish. For this life. That's why, see, the reason why I play that song is because of our last conversation before we went on a break. Nigerians, we have learned to adapt. We have learned to smile regardless of all the rada nonsense that's going on in the country. We still find a way to put a smile on each other's faces. Yeah. And I play this song to just urge every Nigerian out there to, keep being you, keep smiling, don't let pressure, swallow you up. Because if our economic minister can come out to say that, or the economic special advisor to the president for economic matters can come out to say that a poorest of poor Nigerian is doing okay, then means that find a way to be happy. This life now one no. Yes, so keep person from Nigeria. Yeah. So that's the reason. But let's move on to the next.
Oh my God!
Story.
I think we're going to acknowledge these little kids. You guys, they look fantastic kids. They're just going and they look so beautiful. Like I was just remembering when I was little, and then you going for excursion, and I'm like, these young ones, and they're waving and they're feeling so excited. Yes. And I'm giving them a shout out.
We love them.
We have to protect our children, so we'll not give them shout out.
No, we love them.
We'll shout out their schools.
All right, Jerry, give us the next story.
All right, moving on to the next conversation. I don't know if I should call this one good news, but a wanted bandit was captured in Delta State after a gun battle.
Wanted bandit. Wow.
Yep. So he's one of the faces of the bandit, because I don't know the kind of reality we live in Nigeria. It feels like it is something you just hear from people and you are dumbfounded. Like, what do you mean?
Famous bandits.
We have famous bandits
Celebrity
who
bandits.
go live on TikTok, do giveaways and all that, and yet security officials have not been able to apprehend them.
And so I'm so sorry to cut you short, but we already have a celebrity beggar, right?
Yeah.
So now we have a celebrity bandit.
We have celebrity bandits.
Okay,
not
good.
one.
So you can now see that there is now new innovation of what are they calling it, of career paths. As I seeing beggars are also seeing bandits. No wahala. Anyways,
so apparently this guy, according to report from the Delta State Police Command, officers tracked the suspect to his hideout after receiving credible intelligence. And when the operatives attempted to arrest him, he reportedly opened fire, leading to an exchange of gunfire. So the suspect was eventually subdued and arrested alive. Security operatives also reportedly recovered firearms, ammunition, and other other items believed to be connected to criminal activities. So the police are saying that the suspect has been on their wanted list over alleged involvement in armed robbery, kidnapping, and other violent crimes. And investigations are going on to identify and apprehend other members of the criminal network. So what struck me in all this scenario, in this situation, is that I don't know if you guys know of this guy Harrison something.
Who is he? Celebrity bandit?
No, he's not a celebrity bandit. I don't know how to qualify him, but I've seen a couple of his videos where he has gone around to nab a lot of suspected bandits, and he has a lot of controversies around him. Some people, this is what people are saying, I'm just reporting it. Some people were alleging that he is staging a lot of this nabbing of terrorists, you understand, nabbing of bandits, because this guy practically makes videos of himself, and I think he has like a group of people that they work together going into the bush. He makes videos of him